Hello, greetings, this is Gilles Mansour. I come and say hello today on this very, very warm day in Normandy. Today, very hot. I've been running for an hour, then I came to refresh myself. I thought I was going to make a pause from those videos because I hadn't touched a brush. I haven't painted in 1 month. I hadn't opened my 2 weeks. I haven't opened my book in 1 month, but I started doing that again, so I'm getting organized, and I feel it's still important to communicate, and so I'm back. I'm going to pull out a few cards, discuss a few aspects of process. And I hope this message will have meaning for you. Of course, I'm discussing a great deal of different theme, and so you have to see what resonates positively with you. So that is what to adopt. And then also see what is coherent within your life. For everything else, just let them go and let everything go. So the situation for us is revelation, to open ourselves to new revelation, to let ourselves be the receptacle of new knowledge, new truth, higher system of belief that will be more integrated in relationship to the truth. The energies around that are consolation for whatever pain we've had in the past. We have to allow ourselves to be healed and to call on the angels, call on your guides, for they will comfort you. What we see before us that will unfold is about listening. It's about being attentive. For life is always talking to us. Is always showing us. Yes, there is always signs in life. For if we have not reconnected to our guiding system, our guides, and so on, it is important to pay attention to the sign. There was a great philosopher named Carl Jung that was very, very much who really proved or let us say explain the reality of synchronicity and the sign. For the signs are really the means by which we trust. We have to trust this intuition, and the intuition develop to become more. What we have in our subconscious, which is the past, is work. For work, we have to find the right work. We have to find what will fulfill us, what kind of work we need to do, work on ourselves, but there can be also work that can take care of all our needs. The situation we are in right now is in the light. For we are in the light. For all the shadows are just disappearing for slowly but surely. In many senses, there is a astral configuration that will right now that may push all kinds of that will trigger all kinds of things, push our button inside. For if we still have button to be pushed, the universe will push them until everything is deactivated and we can move into this peace, this joy, this happiness. But so never judge yourself for whatever past, or do not develop guilt, or like Jean-Jacques Rousseau spent all his life with amazing guilt about something is done in the past, a lie or whatever. Just forgive yourself altogether. For when we go through those kind of dark things, is just there is a release of energy. It is not, we are not punished. It is just we have to go through that. Like Dante Alighieri, the poet, in the Divine Comedy, has to go through hell to achieve the purgatory in order to find his beloved Beatrice in paradise. And so it is a process. We all have to understand that there is a purification, and for that we need to go through all this those things. And so just be light and do not judge yourself in any way, shape or form. For self-criticism is really a nonsense, and of course I do it too, and everybody does it. But it is important to do more and more to know that everything is forgiven, everything is to be at peace. What we're going to see in the near future is action. So action, after being contemplative, after being in the integration process, we're going to move forward with Chiron moving into Aries. It's going to be a very, very powerful time that is ahead. The strengths we have in this situation is well-being. It's the card of well-being. Well-being is very important, to take care of ourselves, to be in a position of well-being. What surrounds us in the environment is indulgence. So we have to be careful not to be too indulgent, not to be in self-judgment, but to be temperated in relationship to all kind of all those negative habits. They're not necessarily bad, but they're just tools. But as we the more we are able to clean up, to purify our physical body. For cleaning up, purify body is just a means by which to be free from toxins and so on. And it is and so it is not the same thing. learning philosophy or books or everything. It will enrich our mind, but has nothing to do with ascension. Ascension is moving into the sphere of love of the heart, to be abandoned to the divinity within ourselves, and there is no need for anything else but that. No matter what, we don't need to speak 12 languages to ascend or to whatever. It's just it's about being sincere and to be listening to whatever our heart is telling us, and follow that as much as possible. What we see in our hopes and fears is temperance. Temperance is to be master of ourselves, and so that is really what is happening. Slowly but surely, we're becoming master of ourselves, and the outcome is humility. Humility, when we are humble, we seek to go in front of nobody, to be above anybody. We are naturally elevated. Humility and arrogance are the same thing. It is just the dark side of the dark side of humility is arrogance. For somebody who's arrogant, will always be is arrogant, so life will just put the person down. But when we are humble, we are elevated. So stay humble in relationship to what is coming. For we have to be in gratitude, in receptivity. It is important to follow our passion, to know what is a healthy passion. There is all kinds of passion that may not be so healthy, but there is a good passion. There is all kinds of creative things that we need to enjoy, but whether it is in love, in romance, in creativity, in all kinds of there is all kinds of we have to follow that in order to be fulfilled, and in that vein, of course, money is not is not doesn't buy everything. Does not buy happiness. Does not buy health. It does not buy manners. It does not buy kindness. It does not buy, but it buys a lot of freedom. It buys comfort. It buys security. So it is important to reactivate this flow of abundance in the best way we can, to call on the universe to bring this into our life, and so that we no longer have to feel in any way, shape, or form in a lack, in a system of lack. For that is the old programmings. We have to let go of lack and move into abundance as much as possible. We have to understand the body is the key, is the golden key. When the body is set to a tone and the frequency, we have to align to a certain frequency, then the doorways open to new level of reality. And we have to invest in happiness. It is very important to invest in happiness, not for you first. For when the more you invest in joy, happiness, and then you do that for God too. For God is much more fulfilled when you're happy than when you're frustrated. When we are, of course, and also you invest also in joy and happiness to share it. For once we are filled with love and joy, it overflows into all our environment and all beings we encounter. So we because we wanna reconnect to that divinity in a humble way, but we will be the more we are humble, the easier the path will flow. For in the I Ching it says life is easy for a modest person. For somebody who's really demanding, life is really difficult. So first we love God because He is, because if God first God is, but if He didn't create all this life, nothing but God would exist, and we wouldn't be here talking about that. So life is a great opportunity, an adventure that was created to experience joy as we let go of all the negative, the old programming. Then we of course we adore God because He is, but then after because He is within us. Within us there is a source of infinite love that we have not yet opened the door to, but the source of love, all love in the universe, is already within our sacred heart, in a sacred chamber. Once we open the door, it will flow from this sacred heart into our physical heart, into a spiritual heart, and we'll reconnect to that sphere of this eternal joy and love. And then we of course we adore God because we live within Him. For all things are part of that program, that mirror, that this great diversity. There is all kinds of great things that happens from the pleasure of being in this physicality. So have fun, enjoy yourself, and love one another. It's really essential. It's and to invest as much as possible in that in our own well-being. It is we are essential. There is no sacrifice that we need to make for anyone else. It is first we have to take care of ourselves, then we can help others. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing if you like those videos. The painting behind me, I'm going to put this is part of my first series of painting. I did it in November 1989. It was the same week that my first painting painting came out the same week as the Berlin Wall falls. This was a very important, significant time for me and for the world as well. And I'm going to put a painting of my studio, a picture on the front of my studio at the time. I was living in Hollywood, California, Los Angeles. And there's big paintings that behind me. But this painting is a mantra. The mantra is something that is pranic sounds that we use. Could be home, or it could be home mani padme hum, or it could be a Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. But this is the mantra of Amitabha. When we call on Amitabha, we call on the eternal light of the Buddha, of God. And when it's the nature of light. But the Master Tam explained that when we do this mantra, Namo Amitabha, it can have a tendency at the beginning to focalize all the energy around the head. When we do it in Vietnamese, it circulates more. So this mantra in Vietnamese is called Namo Amitabha, Namo Adida Fat. And so here it says, Nam is fire, it's thermicity, combustion, germination. Mo is the element air, oxidoreduction, respiration. Then A is the water element, nutrition, elaboration, secretion. D is the expansive materialization of the universe. It is about combination, reproduction. Da is about light and colors, which correspond to assimilation, vision, civilization. And then Fat is intuition, which is a tropism in vegetals, instinct in living being, cognitive intuition in man, and supraconscious of illumination in the Buddha. And at the end I put the title. It says those six sacred words proceeds from the sextuple principle of existence of all things and all beings. So it is a powerful painting. I'm looking forward to show them very soon. I hope around the world, for I have enough painting to make really, really strong, powerful exhibitions. Now I'm going to do a song that so it's in French, but in many sense it says, do not criticize we often criticize things, and then we end up doing those things that we have criticized others for. It's a funny song, and in many sense it was said in the Gospel of Matthew, you will be judged by the judgment you are judging with. You will be measured by the measure you are measuring with. So be kind in your judgment, and I hope you like this song. It goes like this. Le cœur bien au chaud, les yeux dans la bière, chez la grosse Adrienne de Montalent. Avec l'ami Jojo et avec l'ami Pierre, on allait boire nos 20 ans. Jojo se prenait pour Voltaire et Pierre pour Casanova. Et moi, qui étais le plus fier, moi, je me prenais pour moi. Et quand vers minuit passaient les notaires qui sortaient de l'hôtel des Trois Faisans, on leur montrait notre cul et nos bonnes manières en leur chantant les bourgeois, c'est comme les cochons. Plus ça devient vieux, plus ça devient bête. Les bourgeois, c'est comme les cochons. Plus ça devient vieux, plus ça devient... Le cœur bien au chiot, les yeux dans la bière, chez la grosse Adrienne de Montalent. Avec l'ami Jojo et avec l'ami Pierre, on allait brûler nos 20 ans. Voltaire dansait comme un vicaire et Casanova n'osait pas. Et moi qui étais le plus fier, moi je me prenais pour moi. Et quand vers minuit passaient les notaires qui sortaient de l'hôtel des Trois Faisans, on leur montrait notre cul et nos bonnes manières en leur chantant les bourgeois, c'est comme les cochons, plus ça devient vieux, plus ça devient bête. Les bourgeois, plus ça devient... C'est comme les cochons, plus ça devient vieux, plus ça devient con. Le cœur au repos, les yeux bien sur terre, au bar de l'hôtel des Trois Faisans. Avec maître Jojo et avec maître Pierre, entre notaires on passe le temps. Jojo parle de Voltaire et Pierre de Casanova. Et moi qui suis resté le plus fier, moi, je parle encore de moi. Et c'est en sortant vers minuit, monsieur le commissaire, que tous les soirs, de chez la Montalent, de jeunes peigne-culs nous montrent leur derrière en nous chantant. Les bourgeois, c'est comme les cochons, disent-ils, monsieur le commissaire. Plus ça devient vieux, plus ça devient bête. Les bourgeois, c'est comme les cochons. Plus ça devient vieux, plus ça devient con. Voilà, I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you soon. Namaste.